Direct premiums written in the U.S. cyber insurance market have more than doubled over the last 4 years, and the market now tops out at roughly $2 billion. I'm John Weber for AM Best TV. Here to discuss a new AM Best report on how this line of business is evolving is Fred Eslami, Associate Director, and Sam Hanig, a Senior Industry Analyst. And Fred, can you start by characterizing what the cyber market looks like?
Yes, the information that we gathered, actually this is the fourth report that we produce on an annual basis based on NAIC's supplemental report. We have seen the premium doubling from 2015 from 900 change million to 2 billion. The increase that we see is more attracted towards the SME companies, the smaller companies, given the fact that the past couple of years the severity and frequency of cyber attacks have increased, and small companies have become more knowledgeable and understanding of the need to have cyber insurance.
Sam, who are the top writers of cyber insurance these days, and are we seeing new entrants into the market?
We are seeing new entrants. The top writers are mostly unchanged from last year. The biggest change is AXA. They acquired the XL Group. They're currently the largest writer of standalone. Just as a reminder, we've got standalone cyber insurance, we've got packaged cyber insurance. Standalone cyber insurance is a policy only covering cyber insurance. A packaged policy would be some kind of maybe a business owner's policy that offers standard property and liability coverages to a business owner, and then they would also include cyber protection as well. So some insurers write lots of one, lots of the other, but in terms of the writers, Chubb is the largest total writer. AXA, AIG, Travelers, Beasley's, these are some of the largest writers of cyber insurance. We're seeing most of the new entrants, when they want to write cyber insurance, they're coming into the packaged, that's what they're selling. And we can see this coming through in the data as the top writers of packaged cyber insurance have actually claimed less market share as opposed to standalone writers. When we compare 2018 to 2017, the standalone writers are claiming more market share for the top writers. And that's about where things stand presently.
Okay. Fred, can you talk to us about the data that was used in this report?
Yeah, the data in 2015, NAIC implemented a supplemental for cybersecurity and personal theft. And companies who file NAIC are required to complete this supplemental too. Since 2015, we've been aggregating and analyzing this information. And again, the point is, this is a small universe of companies. It's not the global insurance market that writes cybersecurity. This is only the U.S. companies who file these NAIC. There are a ton of companies, including captives, including other domiciles in the U.S., who do not file NAIC and who are not required to complete this supplement. Had there been a requirement for those companies to complete this supplement, we would have seen a much larger premium number compared to prior years. And the same thing is true vis-a-vis the global companies. If the global companies had a requirement to to separate these cyber writings and losses and what have you, we would have seen the whole market to be around anywhere from 4 to 6 to 8 billion. Hopefully, other domiciles, other associations, other countries learn and see the importance of cyber and require that their insurance companies complete separate cyber policies that we can extract information.
Sam, what are insurers doing to manage their exposure to cyber?
Yeah, so cyber is still a new line of business, and one of the things that we're seeing and we're happy to see is that most of the growth is kind of slow into the cyber market. We're seeing new entrants kind of measure how much they want to write. When we look at the writers of cyber insurance, we're seeing their premium volumes are typically a small proportion of their total premium writings. We're seeing that their cyber premiums are a small proportion of their surplus. We're seeing that new writers of cyber insurance have appropriate limits. New writers of cyber insurance often utilize reinsurance protection. So there's a lot of new entrants to the market, but they're making they're slowly wading into it. It's still a new line of business. We're still wrapping our hands around how to price for it, how to model for it, how to underwrite for it, what are all the contract forms. So we're pleased to see measured entrance into the market.
All right, thanks, Sam. Thanks, Fred.
Sure, pleasure.
You can find the full report online at ambest.com. For AM Best TV, I'm John Weber.